Okay, is this thing on? Is this thing working? Is there anybody out there? How many people are still sleeping from all the tryptophan they had yesterday for Thanksgiving? Good morning, everyone. It's Shaggy Uncle Bruce here. Auntie Jen loves the beard, so I just keep growing this thing, and I don't know what's going to happen to it. How you doing, everybody? Welcome all to the program. I thought I'd go live today to say hi and give you my take on things. Noticed this morning GameStop took a little pop. I'm not surprised. The stock is a little oversold. It's got a ways to go yet, and I think it will. And just, thought I'd react to what you're reacting to. You got any questions about what you think's going on or what I think's going on? Let me know. Welcome all to the show. Thanks for the thumbs ups if you can give me one, and thank you for hitting the poll question. Yeah, give me your opinion on that. One more thing: the classes, they're on sale. The sale is on at the moment. I think I got that right here. There you go. Classes are on sale right now. $150 a class, whichever one you want. Buy one, buy 6, buy 19. Just make a donation to paypal.com. Bruce Frommert, Traveling with Bruce. The details are down below. You know that, don't you? And send a donation to PayPal. And then send me an email, which, again, the link is down below, brucefrommert@hotmail.com. And just tell me the class numbers you want. I will personally send you the links through my email. If you are buying classes on my website, they're $200 each over there. So you're going to have to send me an email and say, hey, I bought a couple for $200. I didn't know about the sale. Can I get a deal? I will then, make arrangements to get you, whatever discount. I got to figure it out with you. It's $50 off per class. So, if you're going to pick up 3 of them for $600, I'll send you a 4th one for free. And there's your deal. But better to just make a donation to paypal.com. Again, details are down below in the description. And then send me an email, and I will get you your links. And away you go. And if you've been writing options in the last several months, I think you've made yourself a nice little fortune. Those of you who've been here a while and followed me since 2021, you've taken a bunch of my lessons. You've had one-on-one consultations with me from time to time. You got your act together now. You know what to do. You know how to do this. You've been scoring on cash-secured puts constantly. You've been scoring on short-term credit spreads. You've been enjoying premiums in your pocket from writing call options, whether you're writing covered calls or you're writing poor man covered calls. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't understand what a credit spread is, you don't know what a cash secured put is, you don't know what a covered call is, you don't know what a poor man covered call is, you don't know what a stink bid is, the 90-10 rule, well, that's your fault. Because really, if you've been watching me long enough, you should have been taking the classes, the lessons I put out there, plain English, how to do this. Good news, it's not too late, because you can do this for the rest of your life if you get off your fat lard ass, just like anyone else has to, and put some effort into learning how options work. And you can go out there to the wide world of the internet, and there are all kinds of courses and people out there and entities who would love to sell you an options course, investment course, day trading courses, and they'll sign you up for very little money and then look for a monthly retainer, or you'll commit yourself to a multi-year thing, and you will drop $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 of your hard-earned money forever to learn all the tricks and trade. I don't play that game. I got 19 lessons. That's it. There's 19 of them at the moment. They're on sale right now for $150 each. Pick the one you want. I recommend, if you haven't taken any of them, start with number 1. It's kind of simple. It's like a college course. every course you add, every lesson you add to your itinerary of lessons, feed on the other. So you'll notice at lesson 5, oh yeah, he's talking about what he talked about in lesson 1, 2, and 3. And in lesson 9, he's referring to lesson 6, 5, 4, lesson 1. Lesson 19, he's still talking about what he talked about in lesson 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. It's because it's a continual thing. And I'm trying to bring you up to the level where you can be competent to write options and steal money from the saps that are out there guessing where the market is going to go. And if you want to play the guessing game, I say God bless you, because the rest of my viewers who are not playing the guessing game are going to take your money. And they're going to say, thank you, sir, may I have another? Keep giving it to me. Because my viewers are, the option writers that I create are casinos. And casinos win, gamblers lose. And if you're just buying options, hoping you're right, you're eventually going to lose it all. You're only one trade away from a complete disaster. Whereas if you're an option writer, you have so many things going your way. You've stacked the deck. When they say Wall Street is fixed and Wall Street is rigged, what they mean is those with capital and those who know how to allow gamblers to gamble, they're the winners, casino owners. And this generally means institutional traders who are option writers, derivative writers, futures writers. Look, this morning, the CME is down. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange is not working. It'll be up in about 9 minutes, they say. It's been down for a couple hours. This has created havoc around the world. Havoc. Malaysia, Singapore, Tokyo, they're having all kinds of problems. Dubai, nightmare. European traders are just pulling their hair out. Option writers are the ones who sit there with their arms folded. You know what, man? I wrote a cash secured put on GameStop at $25 3 months ago, and I didn't give a crap when the stock backed off, because I knew that when earnings come out on December the 9th for GameStop, the stock will have a rally before the earnings even show up. And well, hallelujah. Welcome to this morning. We're sitting at $22.30 to $22.50 a share first thing this morning in the pre-market, in the futures market, because stock futures are still trading. Derivative futures, which are very complex instruments with bonds and treasuries and all kinds of other commodities, they're all screwed up with the CME right now. Option writers, stock option writers, which is all I'm trying to get you to become, is a stock option writer or an index option writer. They're the ones who are winning. And congratulations, all of you out there who are into SoFi cash secured puts, GameStop cash secured puts, Rocket Lab, all of the usual suspects. You're going to make money, and that's the bottom line. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me. Great to see you guys. Appreciate the support. If you can give us a reaction on the poll question today and hit the thumbs up button at the same time, you are doing this channel a huge, huge favor. And I cannot begin to thank you enough for helping out this channel. 18 thumbs up so far on one of my channels, with 31 reactions on the poll question. On my other channel, I'm on 2 channels today because of the 2 formats, vertical and landscape. 37 respondents for the poll question, and on the thumbs up meter, the other one is showing now. I don't even know. Is it coming through? It takes me a while. 15. So it takes a while for YouTube to update me on what's going on. With the vertical screen, the poll question has responded. We got 37 responders, and the question is, GameStop will break a certain level a share by December the 9th because the third quarter earnings will be a huge surprise. 26% say it'll be over 24. 24% say it'll be over 26 a share. 26% say it'll be over 30 a share, and 24% say it'll be over 35 a share. So Answer, nobody knows on that one. Over there on the vertical format, you guys haven't got a clue what's going to happen. And you know what? There's the answer right there about being an option writer. Right there. How are you supposed to buy or call or a put option? Why don't you just write them? On my other poll, on my poll question on my other format, the landscape format, 34 responders. 38% of you say that the shares will break 24 a share. We're only $1.50 away from that. 26% of you figure it'll break 26. 25% of you figure it'll break 30. And only 14% of you think it has a shot at 35. So there you go. So some of you have little faith. But hey, it's okay. I'm asking for your opinion. I'm asking for you to guess. Pretend you're an option buyer. Tell me what you think the stock is going to do between now and December the 9th, because that is earnings release day. It's December 9 for GameStop. We're at 36 a share. It looks like volume is not even 200,000. Very quiet. We have a half a day today, by the way. The markets close at 1 o'clock. So it's a condensed trading day. Welcome to the Friday, the November the 28th. Thank you again for putting in orders for the lessons. Congratulations for those of you who are stepping up and saying enough's enough. I'm sick and tired of losing money to this market. I just can't pick the right stock at the right time. I'm going to become an option writer and let those guys, the guys who give me money to sell options, I'm going to let them guess. And I'm going to take premiums from these people. Ridiculous amounts of premiums for not a lot of time, and put my money to work and make it generate a return. Some of you are writing weekly contracts on the Qs, SPYs, SPXs. Some of you are writing weekly contracts on stocks. Some of you are writing monthlies. Some of you are writing quarterlies, 6 months out, a year out. That's the best part about the options business, being a casino in the options business. You can choose the method you want to use to generate income from the masses. And because you've stepped up and said, I'm going to take some of this guy's classes and learn how this is done, you're just getting smarter than the others. The secret here is to learn to know more than 50% of all the gamblers out there. If you can be in the top 50 percentile of knowledge on how option writing works, how options trade, how they go up and down in value, how they expire, how they're created, how the bid and ask works, you can get 50% or more knowledge than everyone out there. You're in the upper half of the class. The key then is to get into the top third, the top quarter, the top fifth, the top 20%. You grab these classes that I'm talking about here, one after the other, and it'll start becoming obvious to you that, oh my word, Uncle Bruce, this is so much easier than I thought it was going to be. And I can't believe how lucrative it is. Making money from your money. What can I say? SoFi is up 34 cents to 28.83. Yeah, pushing 29 again. After cratering 2 weeks ago. SoFi's up, GameStop is up, others are improving. Cash secured puts are paying handsomely right now and will continue to do so. Welcome all to the party. Welcome to the show. Lisa, thank you for being first here today. Michael Burry tweeted emails about GameStop from 2019. He is long the stock. That's interesting. Jarrett in the house. Good morning from sunny Cincinnati, here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I am. It's been snowing since last night. We had snow last week, Monday, or this past Monday. It's snowing all day, all afternoon yesterday, all night to this evening. It's pitch black, dark outside here at 6:29 in the morning, and it is snowing. It's going to be an awfully bad commute for anyone going to work. Hopefully people just take today off around here. This is Canada. This isn't a long weekend here. We already had Thanksgiving. Lucas, a nice beard there, Uncle B. Who's here? Whoopie999. Missed you. Haven't been on your stream since COVID. How have you been? I'm alive. Tom, good morning, team. Aurora, good morning, Uncle B, and everyone. Charlie, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Good morning to all. Let's go. GameStop, SoFi. Giddy up. Aaron, good morning. Lisa Burry agrees with the Roaring Kitty analysis that GameStop is undervalued. Well, the cash value of GameStop is $22 to $23 a share. That's their cash value. Then everything else they're into is additional. They're making money on their stores. They've shut down all the losing stores, and they're still dropping stores that are underperforming. They're only keeping their best performing stores. It's cash flow city. It's profit time, higher margins, and those collectibles are making them a fortune. I think the third quarter financials are going to be a shock to Wall Street, an absolute out of left field shock. There'll be all kinds of articles, stuff like, who knew that a stock that everyone thought would be a blockbuster company going out of business 4 years ago would do this? What a turnaround. Oh, what a surprise. It's not a surprise. It's not a turnaround. It's nothing like that. If you've been around a while, you know exactly how well GameStop is doing and how well GameStop is going to be doing. But, Wall Street has one analyst following the stock. No brokerage firm has the right to criticize GameStop right now because they don't follow it. And so you're in the know. You're aware. You hold the shares. You've written cash secured puts, you're putting out credit spreads, you're going to score lots of money. Aaron, number 14 on the thumbs up. Andrea Bongiorno, Uncle Bruce. Good morning, everybody. Aaron Duchesne, I'm thinking about selling half of my SoFi for more GameStop before it rips. Well, again, you can play the GameStop many different angles. And like I said, it's great to see SoFi making its move back to the 29 neighborhood, all-time high in the 32. GameStop at 22.20. I don't think it's going to be under 30 by the end of the year. I think into January we'll be plus 30 a share. But that's my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Hello and welcome from Notel. Corinne, eagerly awaiting GameStop earnings to help my cash secured puts, which are all underwater. Rodent is here. Oh, please. No, I thought I can buy at least one of my calls back this coming month. Not a lurker. How's my favorite homeless Canadian doing? Vic, Ironfly. I don't know what that means. Lisa, Uncle Bruce, I'm glad to see you here. Can't GameStop chill a bit? Hasn't it chilled enough? GameStop's going much higher. Hey, I'm glad to see you feeling better after the flu. Oh, Jen and I are much better. We were pretty rough there for about 2-3 weeks. There's a nasty variant of the flu around here. They call it long COVID. They call it a cold. Everyone calls it something, but it gives you a dry cough. It gives you sinus stuff. Flu-like symptoms. It's just crap. I've come a long way, and Jen too. So we're very happy about that. Very happy about that. Good morning from Lakeland, Florida, says Kevin. Good morning. GameStop to the moon, says the big Z there. Andrea, hey, Uncle B, I want to write a cash secured put on AI. Trying to play it with monthly expirations. Yeah, I think you can. Take a look at 12s and 13s and whatever, see what you can score. Bullish BTC go up to 2026. Okay. Chatozzi. Andrea, which strike price would you suggest? Well, I just mentioned that. Rodents should be noting should be noting some of the earnings dates, exactly. Paycheck come. Yeah. December 9 is when the company comes out. December 9. AOD, we love Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Nathaniel, you didn't put an option on for 100,000 shares. No, I've got cash secured puts myself on GameStop. I've got January 25s. So they reached $550 each in value about a week ago when the stock hit 1993 for like a nanosecond. What was that, last Friday? Something like that. And now we're at 22.20, 22.50. So the shares are $250 higher. The $25 contracts, strike price, they're not $5 in the money anymore. They're now $250 in the money. And their time frame is Jan 16th, which what are we talking about here? A month and a half. So they're running out of time too. And so if they're worth 250 book value, they'll probably trade around 325 to 350, not the 550 level they were just a week ago. So down they go, baby. This stock wants to go to $24 sometime Monday, Tuesday, a week before earnings are released. They reach 24. Those contracts have a $1 book value with maybe a 175 trading range. Yeah, there's cashing in going to be done and rollovering going to be done before earnings are even done. That's what's happening here. GameStop cash kit put writers are going to have a very happy smile on their face here very shortly, I think. Adam, the price of Bitcoin tanking seems like a spanner in the works. Maybe they'll announce they've sold theirs. Find out. Back to what, 91,000 or something? Rodent, thanks for the idea, Andrea. Jimmy, SoFi is up. You're wrong, 61.25. Digital currency is a mark of the devil. Jesus warned us against false moneylenders. You're into what, 2,000-year-old guys? You're crazy. Rocketeer, morning, Uncle B. Nice to see you again. Drosco, good morning, Charlie. Good morning, all. Hi, Uncle B. The beard is filling in nicely. What is your price target for GameStop? I think it's going over 30 by like January. I think it'll be in the 30, 35 neighborhood based on fundamentals, not on short squeeze, not on meme activity, not on heavy promotion by Roaring Kitty. Fundamentals, earnings per share, PE multiples, future earning potential. We're in the fourth quarter now. This is the quarter where GameStop makes its money like Christmas. But we're waiting for the third quarter financial. The fourth quarters are going to blow last year's out of the water as well. I'm just a guy. Thank you. Rodents, thank you, YouTube, for recommending only the TV version of the stream. Just noticed that both are still running simultaneously. Interesting. Derek, we need some Black Friday sales in the market today. Yeah, Computer Whiz, good morning, Uncle B. Notel, welcome and hello. Brian, 33, thumbs up here. Good morning, Calgary. Some snow. Yes, it does. Tailgate Traders, 3 days ago, someone scooped up, what was it? MAD 22 and 23 calls expiring today. Interesting. Pickcomb, good morning, Uncle B. Sheepy Investor, happy Friday, Uncle Bruce. Aaron, I always appreciate your opinion. Flint Creek, hey, yeah. Burry said it may have value. Beach Boy, back with the Beard Man. Shout out to the boss, Auntie Jen. Auntie Jen's asleep. It's dark out. It's snowing out. Why be awake? It's time to hibernate. But she's feeling a lot better. Emmanuel, I'm trying to grow my beard as well. Looks great. And I love your content from Israel. And Nizan, thank you all so much from everywhere. Appreciate it very, very much all. Great to have you all with us. 65 answers have come in on the poll question on the vertical format of my show. Fabulous. Thumbs up number now is 28. Fantastic. On the vertical format broadcast, it's down the line, almost dead even as far as the answers go on the poll question. 26%, 23%, 23%, and 28%, figuring the stock's going to go to 24, 26, 30, or 35. That's amazing. And on the other, on the landscape version of my show, 54 responders and thumbs ups coming in there. Thank you. Let's take a look at this one now as it reloads. I have to reload it manually, folks. YouTube does not automatically update the numbers for me. 37 thumbs ups, thank you. 54, 55 people answering the poll question. 38% of you are figuring it'll reach 24. 21% figure $26. 22% figure $30. And only 20% of you think it'll break 35, which means, you know what? It's going to break 35. Because when the street doesn't get it, it goes beyond what the street thinks. I just have a feeling GameStop's about to pop, but that's just me. Just me. Good morning, folks from KJ. Notel Beach Boy is here. Jeff Glass in the house. Brian, I have a 2050 GameStop cover calls expiring today. I have to roll them ASAP. The Super Dynasty. Snowing, where are you at, Uncle Bruce? It's Calgary, Alberta, and we're snowing. I prefer the horizontal format, says Sheepy. Giddy up, everybody. Appreciate you all. People talking about growing hair. Jelly, good morning. Welcome, Jellyfish, all of you to the show from wherever you are. Leads, I can see it being pumped into earnings and then a massive IV crush. I'll buy more warrants if it drops back to $2 a warrant. There you go. Well, I know the share. I know. I just suspect the shares will break 30. They will be well above the 30 mark next summer, fall, because those warrants expire next October. Every one of those warrants will be exercised by whoever owns them. Whether you sell yours into the street, it doesn't matter. Whoever has them is going to exercise them all. Because if the stock hits 35 to $40 a share, the warrants will be worth money. Because what are they convertible at 32? You can buy stock at 32 from the Treasury. They will get 1.9 billion additional cash. Count on that. They will have 11.5 to 12 billion cash on hand a year from now, minimum. Again, that's just the old man with a beard. The Amish beard style is actually kind of comfortable in winter. Binu, what's been going on for the last 2 weeks? Was in Frankfurt, London, Amsterdam. I just got back yesterday. Those of us global flyers, you wonder what's happening out there. Have you got any fun, crazy stories to tell from your old days? Roden saying that, in-home office is great. No one can see your beard except if you walk to a local, Aldi instead of your favorite supermarket, Juan, good morning, everybody. And Cohen is a criminal. Which Cohen are you talking about? There's a whole bunch of Cohens out there. Choose the one you want. Welcome all to the program. It looks like the Dow is up 38 points in the pre-market. It looks like S&P's up 10 and NASDAQ is up 66. We theoretically might be back up on our futures now. We'll see how that plays. 22.24 to 22.28 now on GameStop this morning. 210,000 traded, nothing much going on, up 65 cents or so. And over on our friendly SoFi market, 28.79, up 30 cents. I think $29 is in danger of falling today. I think SoFi's heading back to 30. There you go. Jeff Glass, I've got two $23 cash secured puts that expire today on GameStop. I got $1.27 for them. Will they expire worthless? Will I just take my profit? Will I get assigned and write covered calls on these? Well, at 22.28, your 23s are worth 72 cents book value, and then they die today. The shares want to go up another 50 cents from here to 22.75. They'll be worth a quarter. You're going to make money on them. You decide. You can buy them back and write 23s that expire next week or the week after into January and see how much you get for them. You decide, Jeff. You're making money. Lisa, remember, I talked about keeping $3,200 spare cash ready to exercise those GameStop warrants. Jeff, earnings of time will tell. Trip Hazard, what a treat to see Uncle B. June 24, he diluted to intentionally stop runs, screwed retail. Oh, I see. You think he's that evil, do you? Okay. Yeah, all right. Think what you like. I am low on cash in my TFSA account. Is it a good idea to sell some of my GameStop warrants to buy back my out-of-the-money GameStop covered calls? You do whatever financial transactions you need to do to make rollovers. Maybe you want to do a rollover on those calls, bring in additional cash, and then buy back those warrants if you want. I don't know. Why would you want to buy the warrant? Good morning, Uncle Bruce and gang from Free Range. Good morning, and welcome all to the program. Again, the classes for the lessons for how to write options, how to score money being an option writer, becoming a casino. They're on sale, Black Friday sale. They're $150 a class instead of $200 while supplies last. I should put a limit on it. I should say only 50 people can get the deal, and then the deal is over. Oh my God. The sale is on right now. It's Friday, November the 28th. And I suspect I'll probably keep the sale on until maybe next weekend. and then that'll be that. Again, if you have any questions on the lessons, let me know. Send me an email, and we'll get you looked after. We'll get you going. This is the perfect time now to start taking your classes and understand how option writing works. You had a hint in the last month with a dip of the markets, of volatility that's coming our way. There will be more of this. If you think that the markets now are just going to go straight up and there's nothing to worry about anymore, you are naive as hell. You have got to have your eyes open, get the blinkers off, get those things off, and be aware of the big picture out there. Markets are tenuous. They're earnings dependent. The tariffs are the tariffs. Are they going to stay? Are they not going to stay? Are they going to go? There's just all kinds of technical factors going on. I was watching an analyst this morning out of London, England, talking about the British economy and how, excuse me, how the Bank of England has been lowering rates, and they think it's going to continue because, of course, England is still suffering and will suffer for decades with that ridiculous vote that the population made to exit with Brexit, dumbest move England ever made. That is still costing trillions of pounds to the British economy over 30, 40 years. Housing market is in trouble. Immigration is being blamed for everything. And the budget just came through last week, and they have to raise taxes. But you know what? When you limit how many people can come into your country and work and pay taxes, you limit how much tax money you get. And if you use the argument that, oh, immigrants are just a drain on our economy, you guarantee yourself a recession because you've just reduced your potential workforce. Everyone that works for a living spends money. Yeah, they generate taxes working, but they spend money, and that generates taxes and jobs. But when you cut that off, you cut the housing demand down, you cut the demand for materials down, you cut travel down, you cut down all kinds of needs for all kinds of services. And what do you end up with? You end up with a country that's weaker, economically weaker. And it just slowly begins to show over a little time. England has been in a funk for, 5 years? COVID notwithstanding. Who's next? The United States. The USA. The United States of America is about to get serious pain, economic pain coming its way. Because right now there are probably 50 million people in the United States, that at least 50 million, who are probably going to delay major buying decisions for a car, a refrigerator, a stove, a house, furniture in the house, perhaps vacations, because of the policies out of Washington. More people in America are afraid of their government today than ever before, whether they're bona fide Americans or whether they're green card holders, legal immigrants into the country. Complete disaster. And of course, for corporate America, what a nightmare. If you're a corporate America and you are in need of 500 programmers, top-notch B1 visa holders, you can't bring them in. It's $100,000 a piece to bring them in. You're not going to hire anybody. And so your business is going to suffer, which means you're going to push the AI envelope as far as you can, as fast as you can, which means you're going to hopefully not have to hire 500 people. And if you don't hire 500 people and the immigration thing continues to just be stopped by the United States will enter a recession like the likes you've never seen before. But it's one of those slow motion coming on recessions, and it's going to grind for years, 10 years, 15 years. This is a shoot yourself in the foot strategy that on the outside, everyone goes, they're killing themselves. And we just go, I don't understand it. To me, as a economic observer, my thinking is, if my currency of my country is so powerful that I can get these sweatshirts made in Myanmar, Pakistan, India, anywhere else in the third world. I can get these made for $2 and shipped by container, $2 and imported. And I can sell this for $24.99 at Old Navy, or $24.99 at Target, or wherever, or higher at a brand name store because I put a brand name on it. That's easy money. That's just absolutely easy money. If I can bring in a microwave into the United States of America for $69.99 at your Walmart store, that means almost any American can afford to buy a microwave. Whereas when they first came out, they were $1,000 each. Back in the day when $1,000 was 3 months rent. Today, microwaves were super cheap. Now they're going up again because microwaves are not made in America, will never be made in America. Forget about it. These will always be made overseas. But if you put an artificial price on product and you make Americans tax Americans with a tariff on everything, including coffee and other ingredients for eating and clothing and whatever, you've just reduced your economic output. You've just made your American consumer poorer as a whole. The top 1% will never be poor. The top 10%, it'll hardly affect them. The top 20% will get by, don't worry. The next 33% will modify and moderate their spending and prioritize. The bottom 50% will pay dearly in a lower standard of living, just lower. And that just is a recession, because you got to think about it. You got 350 million Americans that all need toothpaste. And if the bottom 175 million are going to buy only cheap brands or buy less of it, and mouthwash and toothbrushes and floss and combs and detergent and soap, all the basics of life, if the bottom half of Americans are going to buy less because they can't afford it because of the price increases, you got a recession on your hands, and you've got layoffs. And who gets laid off? The bottom 50%. The top 1%ers never get laid off. Why? They're self-employed. The top 10%ers, the top 30%ers, they don't get laid off. Option writers, they don't work. Option writers stay home, watch an old man with a beard, and write options and go, this is too damn easy. I can't believe how much money I'm making writing options. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. The bottom 50 percentile will be in major difficulty. And that, unfortunately, is 175 million people everywhere, across all states. It's not going to get better. It's just not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. The momentum towards a recession is building. And it's a demand recession. It's an economic demand recession. If this product is going to cost $4 to bring in because of tariffs and duties, the folks at Walmart are going to increase the price of this product by $8, $6. Target will do it. And if you go into a high-end store, they're going to charge $10 more for this item because they can. And they're going to do it. But they'll sell fewer of them, but they'll make just as much money because they'll have a higher margin per piece, inflation adjusted. When it comes to basic items in your grocery store and in your Walmart Supercenter, Target, people will not be able to buy as much product as before with the amount of money they have because they're not getting 20% raises. You tell me where the bottom half are getting 10 and 15 and 20% pay raises now. COVID is over. All those pay raises have come and gone. We're back to 2% pay raises or less. And really, what are we looking at right now? Massive layoff announcements that you've probably noticed from Verizon. Apple keeps cutting staff. Microsoft keeps cutting people. Amazon is letting people go. Even the Magnificent Seven, making all that money, they're laying people off. And they're not laying off janitors. You always need a janitor. What you don't need are $150,000 certain people. You don't need all of them. You need certain specialty people from overseas, or you hire them from overseas to work from there and not come into America, which of course is bad news for America because now they won't buy a car to drive around in the USA. They won't buy a house, furniture, won't go to a trip in at Disneyland or Universal Studios with their kids. They'll stay at home and make their dough there. Corporate America will pay them a third of the wage that they would normally pay. So corporate America wins, but America as a whole loses because the tax revenue and the economic spinoff is eviscerated, erased from existence. Oh my goodness. Hector, welcome. Jake, sometimes I rewatch Brokeback Mountain just to remind myself I've made at least one choice in my life that aged well. Congratulations, Georgie. Hi, Jeff. We're supposed to get some snow tonight, tomorrow, St. Louis. Oh, I love it. We got a donation here. Oh my goodness. Drosco, hi, Uncle Bruce. What's your thought? Chances of SoFi S&P inclusion in December? Thank you for that 20-pound donation. As bad as Britain is doing, the 20-pound donation is rather nicely appreciated. When you convert it to my Banana Republic Canadian dollars, this is great. I thank you very much. SoFi can be included in the S&P 500 index any day, any minute, any hour. I don't know when. I would love to see it be added right now, but I have no inside track on it. The company, SoFi, is making money. The company, SoFi, is now capitalized at, what is the market cap? 34 billion, 34.5 billion. If the stock wants to hit the new all-time high, which is 32 something, it'll be about 37, 38 billion. Stock wants to go to 40 in the spring. The market cap will be 45, 48 billion dollars. So from that standpoint, qualified. American company, U.S. listed, has everything going for it. The S&P people will decide when they decide. I don't know, but I would love to see it. Ale is saying Britain is screwed. Fearless, well, people that don't really do anything always think outsiders are ruining their country. However, first-generation immigrants generally are hardworking and driven. Yeah, I was watching a show the other day on what was it? I think it was Netflix. It was a show about the history of the Vietnam War, and I think it was like an 8-part series or something like that. And it started from like the 50s, like when France was involved and all that after the Second World War, and then the American involvement and how you had President Kennedy, President Johnson dealing with it, Nixon dealing with it, Ford having to deal with the leftovers. And I was particularly struck by what was known as the boat people. The term that term came into our lexicon around 74, 75, 76. The boat people. How many Vietnamese from the South tried to escape communist Vietnam any way they could to get to Laos, to get to Malaysia, to get to the Philippines, anywhere. And millions of Vietnamese, South Vietnamese, turned up in camps all over the place. Canada, the United States, and other Western countries brought in millions of South Vietnamese over the years after. And I can tell you that in Canada and the U.S., the South Vietnamese were not a drain on the U.S. economy. They were harder working than any Canadian or American. I mean, almost one-on-one. They were in the top 90 percentile when it came to a work ethic and a family ethic as well. Vietnamese from back then, the offspring of the boat people have been incredibly successful and have added trillions of dollars of wealth to North America as a whole. I mean, tremendous. The thing that's also I find fascinating is that a ton of them. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I probably never will. But the statistics have borne it out that aging boat people have returned to Vietnam time and time again for visits to see relatives and so on. But many of them return to Vietnam to retire, having worked and made a lot of money here for themselves, the government, their families, and business. And they go home to Vietnam to retire and to pass away, just to be buried there. They're not a drain on this country. The problem is, unfortunately, the whole world wants to come into Canada, wants to come into the United States, wants to come into Germany, wants to come, because as bad as it is here or in England or in Spain or in France or in any other G20 country, it sure beats the alternative from where they're coming from. And so our governments have a simple decision to make, to be honest. In my humble opinion, if America doesn't want people to try to get into the United States from Mexico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, name any country in South America, name them all. If those folks are going to be motivated not to come to America, it's not because of a gun. It's because they can make more money at home and have a life there than they could possibly ever have in the United States or Canada. And so if American businesses were incentivized to operate low factory type jobs that no American will do, you cannot pay an American $25 an hour to put shoelaces on running shoes. You lose money. But you can certainly do the labor type, manual labor type work in third world countries. If you can build an economic base overseas and have free trade between us, in effect, let them make money to buy American goods and Canadian goods, American food and so on, and work the deal back and forth. Cheap prices for Americans, cheap acquisition prices for the others. They're not coming in. They don't have to come in. They don't need to come to the United States to try to make a go of it. The examples have been out there. Winning examples have been out there time and time again. But unfortunately, America has one big problem in front of it all the time. And that is scheduled elections every 24 months, federally. Scheduled elections of the House of Representatives every 24 months. They have to go to be elected. Senate every 6 years, which means a third of the Senate every 2 years is up for grabs, and every 4 years, the President of the United States. So the thinking in America is short-term thinking, election cycle thinking. And if you've watched that series on Vietnam, you will realize how the Nixon administration was delaying peace talks in its last year of its first term, while all the Watergate stuff was happening in the background. In Paris, there were peace negotiations going on, and the Americans delayed the peace negotiations until after the election so that Nixon could get reelected, and he did, because the thinking between Kissinger and Nixon, who were orchestrating this whole thing, was, we'll pull out of Vietnam in 74, 75, let it go under, let the North take it over, and by 75, 76, no one will give a crap. We won't even remember it anymore. That was their thinking in the White House. The reality, of course, was completely different because Americans have not forgotten what happened back then. But that was their thinking, only for the election. Election cycle mentality for foreign policy and for economics. And how can you build infrastructure that's good for 50 years? How can you build a factory base of future everything, cars, planes, spacecraft, full-blown everything, with a 2-year election cycle dominating, and the next guy coming in is going to nix everything the last guy did, because that is not my party, that's their party. I want to put a stamp on the country from my legacy, and I want my face to be on the 25-cent coin or the $1 bill down the road. That's the way it is. Canada has a unique scenario like England. We go through prime ministers all the time. England does it as well. Sometimes our prime ministers last a decade. Sometimes they last a couple of years. But in Canada and in England and parliamentary systems, elections can happen anytime the opposition votes them out. In America, it's locked in. And so it's locked in gridlock every 2 years. Locked in gridlock. So this next 6 months coming up in the United States, from January till July, June, July, Nothing is going to happen in America. Why? Because November is election day, and the Democrats aren't helping the Republicans. Republicans aren't helping the Democrats, and America sinks and sinks further behind on all kinds of fronts, unfortunately, because the rest of the world doesn't stop and give a crap what the United States election cycle is about. It has its own problems and must move forward. But again, this is my opinion. So you figured out for yourself. Welcome, everybody. Richard, thank you. What else is going on here? Mr. Beakers is here. What else is going on? Some people don't agree with me. What can I say? Yep, back to the option chat. We'll be just fine. Welcome all, welcome all, welcome all. Let's see. UPS is laying off big time. There you go. Happy Friday from Tom. Welcome, everybody. Trader Timmy, thank God it's Friday. There you go. What else is going on here? Love to talk SoFi options. ScanDisk is joining the S&P 500. Juicy premiums right now. There you go. Do you have any favorite books you recommend? Yes, The National Dream by Pierre Burton. You want to understand Canada? You want to understand political intrigue? You want to understand private enterprise versus the public interest? Yeah, read that book. I dare you. You know, I don't like that look of your beard, Bruce. You look unkempt. Anyway, Eddie, hey, good to see you there, Bruce. Welcome all. Let's see. What else is going on here? Lots of talk about my talk. I appreciate you. Yeah. Short Fridays. I would buy your course, but you know, since you're a lefty, I'm not going to do anything. That's okay. You stay poor. You stay uninformed. You don't understand how to write options. That's okay. You're allowed to be what you are. It's okay. I can do what I want to do. You can do what you want to do. And hey, knock yourself out. It's all good. Anyway, Trader Timmy, Vietnamese are still hardworking people, maybe even more so today. Yeah, that country is on a roll. Unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. Yep. Thank you all. Fat, lazy people is America's problem. What else going on? Welcome all. I didn't even recognize you today. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and everyone. Good to see you. What are your thoughts on the Qs and the spiders? What else? I love the beard. Let's see. Anyway, thank you all. Just all kinds of personal opinions. You're welcome to them. I appreciate you. What do we got? 7:07 my time, so it's 9:07 Eastern. We opened at 23 minutes. The futures are slightly green. The Dow is up about 50. S&P up 10. NASDAQ up about 77 points. Oil at 58.85. Not going anywhere. SoFi 28.81. I think looks like we're about 32 cents higher, and GameStop at 22.23. I think GameStop's going to go through 23.24 in the next couple of days. I can see it through 25 before the earnings come out. That's another week away. But that's just me. Remember, GameStop was $28 a month ago. It was 28. I mean, I wanted to show you these screenshots. Let me take a look here. This is the last year for GameStop. And you can see it's been as high as 35 back in June of this past summer. And then this chart here, I think is 1 month. Yeah, here we go. Excuse me. So in the last month, you can see it was over 22. And I know it was 28 a little before that, hitting 1993. Here's the last week. This is an uptick month. Sorry, this is a nice uptick chart. See if we can pop this up here. Will this work? I don't know. Let's see if we try it again. There it is. Yeah, that's the last week. Not bad, you know. $20 to 21, now to 22. Yeah, it will easily reach 25 to 30. Go back to this annual chart here. You can see where in October there's that peak up there, right up there. That was the $28 mark. And prior to that, that was like sort of from October back to about July, flatlining at 22 to 24, maybe 25, having dropped from 35. And those drops, they're not because of economic performance. These drops were because they announced we just raised another $2 billion. We just raised another whole bunch of cash. And people didn't like the dilution factor. They didn't like the fact that they issued those warrants. So the stock came down from 28 to the 19 level. From here, it's back up again. My opinion. The company had $9 billion in cash. 3 months ago? They still have $9 billion in cash. They have more than that now. With $9 billion in cash, they're hauling in 1% every 3 months. So that's 90 million every 90 days. That's $1 million a day in interest they're collecting. $1 million a day, 7 days a week, plus what the stores are generating, and the stores are making money. These guys are making dough. They could well announce a much higher earnings per share number that was previously expected. And all of a sudden, the fundamentals at 20 to 30 time PE multiple puts the stock at 30, 40 bucks. My opinion. You decide for yourself whether I'm right or not. Have a relaxed day. Thank you, Roden. We should be trading flat until next week, in my opinion, says Weirdo Shrine. Okay. Thank you for the chart, Doc, says Roden. Flint Creek a soap company, Michael Burry, a.k.a. The Big Short, he tweeted about GameStop. He goes in and we will laugh at 23. Weirdo more, way more. It's going way more higher. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Easy money to be made on GameStop. You want to write cash secured puts. You can write 20s, 22s, 25s. You can write 30s. Go all the way up to Jan 27 if you want. Big premiums available. You can write credit spreads. Write call credit spreads, put credit spreads. Ahead, behind this market, knock yourself out. I'd rather be behind this market than ahead of it, though. I would be more interested in writing put credit spreads behind the market. So maybe 18 to 20s, 19 to 21s, something like that. Don't have to be far out. You can take a look for yourself. Yeah, SoFi, I love the SoFi story. 28, 21 right now. We're into the fourth quarter of earnings right now, the third quarter financials. We're out a month ago, surprisingly powerful, higher than predicted. We'll get the fourth quarter, probably the end of January. I expect them to break all records again. Membership growth, revenue, profit. SoFi is just growing and growing and growing exponentially out and out and out. It will be an S&P 500 included company one day. I think that makes it a double instantly when that's done. There'll be no warning. You'll have no time. You will not have the time that you think you have. Oh, at that point, I'll buy the shares, you think. Or, maybe then I'll do some cash secured put writing. No. When this stock goes, it's over, and then it's gone. But hey, at 40, 50, 60 bucks, it'll still be a great stock. And those of you who are writing $30 cash secured puts, 35 cash secured puts, you'll roll into 40s and 45s and 50s. You'll roll into 60s. You'll roll into 70s. You're just going to get paid and paid and paid and paid a whole bunch of cash. You just keep rolling your cash secured puts forward. Thank you very much. Bruce, the GameStop warrants are even up this morning. JJ, turkey bagels for everybody. Murray, good to see you, Bruce, after your Japanese trip. Have you made the decision to buy a washlet toilet seat? Once you go Japanese, hard to go back. Oh, gosh, I'll tell you, I miss those Japanese toilets. Those were fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I would love to have a Japanese-style toilet in my apartment. Unfortunately, to retrofit what we have requires, the so-called seat. Like you can buy a Japanese toilet seat as an add-on to your existing toilet, but you need to do some creative plumbing. I'm not so sure about that. But oh yeah, that was very good. A weirdo saying cash secured puts, baby. Oh yeah, cash secured puts. Giddy up. Looking forward to going back to Japan again. Definitely am looking forward to going back to Japan. Definitely want to revisit that country for more. One of my favorites, absolute favorites, no question about it. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me today. Black Friday sale is on for lessons, if you dare. If you've got the guts to invest in yourself, this is your chance. Grab yourself some lessons that I have and learn how to write stock options. Become a cash secured put option writer. I think you need lesson 7 for that. Learn how to write call and put credit spreads. Learn all about rollovers. If you're going to become an option writer, a successful option writer, you're going to get into the occasional rollover scenario because you're going to roll a cheap contract into a more expensive contract to add more dollars to your account. You better understand the nuances of how this is done and the psychology of the markets that you're entering. You're competing against option gamblers who are desperados, and your job is to not be the desperado. Your game is your objective is to steal their money and make it work for you, not for them. Hey, you're $150 a class away from adding to your lifelong return of capital into your hands. You decide for yourself. Are my classes, all of them combined, $2,850? You buy them all. Is $2,850 more than you'll ever earn from writing options for the rest of your life? I have viewers here who are bringing in $5,000 every time they do a rollover. They're looking at the classes that they've purchased from me since 2021 all the way to now. They're going back and going, those classes have changed my entire life. I travel now because of this guy. I quit my day job 2 years ago. I'm out of my job in the next 6 months as I choose to be out of my job, not because I have to leave my job. I am choosing to retire much earlier than I ever thought. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I say congratulations, all of you out there, for making it happen. But again, you have a choice to make to invest in yourself or not, and you decide whether you're worth it. You decide. How was Thanksgiving this year? Did some of you have that annual ritual where you had to go to a certain house to meet certain relatives again, and it's excruciating? You can't stand it. Has it changed in the last few years where you used to go to a certain home for Thanksgiving and you used to get the gears about how unwell you were doing economically, and then you became an option writer and you were getting the gears when you started doing that? And now it's the 3rd year of option writing, the 2nd year of option writing, the 1st year. You're a full-time option writer. You don't work anymore, and you don't have to go back to work. How has it changed for you? I bet you there are a bunch of viewers here now live and who watch me on the rerun later who are saying, Uncle Bruce, you have no idea how things have changed in my life. The ability for me to just quietly enjoy my Thanksgiving dinner, knowing that that person, those people, and all their friends were talking behind my back about what a loser I was all those years, and now they don't say that anymore. I'm not showing off my wealth. I'm just living my life, and my life is a comfortable life. And the thing is that relatives of mine, friends of mine, former critics of mine, those used to criticize me and my wife, they now look at me and envious. They're envious at my wife and I. Even with us, with the kids, we go on vacations 3 times a year now, where we used to go once every 2 years. We now go 3 times a year on a specific vacay. And we're not talking about getting in the car and driving 500 miles to see Uncle so-and-so in Wyoming. We're talking about getting on an airplane and flying to Europe, or going to Hawaii, or flying from one part of the U.S. to another part, or from Canada to the USA, or South America to wherever, or from wherever to wherever. And those days of people looking at us and snickering behind our backs about, oh, they think they can outsmart the market players, those days are over. Congratulations. You've earned all of your success. I cannot tell you how happy I am for so many of you. Yogi, why hasn't she been at work? Lisa, I could not become accustomed to the heated toilet seat. I love Japan. Hector, good morning. Weirdo, yeah, alcohol helps tolerate them. Funny stuff. You know what's also great is you compare notes. You know, you see somebody you haven't seen in a while, and they tell you, "Oh yeah, this summer we went to so and so for our vacation, and we got 10 days. We took a 10-day holiday to so and so." And then you go, "Oh yeah," and they go, "What did you do for summer?" "Oh, we took a 3-week vacation to so and so, to another place." And we stayed in an all-inclusive hotel, or we took tours. We took a cruise in the Mediterranean. We took a 2-week cruise in the Mediterranean, and an extra week of vacation time in Europe. That's what we did this year. This coming year, we're planning on actually a 5-week vacation. We're going to take longer. I'm going to take 2 weeks off of work as a leave of absence. I don't need to work full-time anymore. I choose to when I go to work. I tell my boss, I'm available for 2 weeks this August, but I'm not available all of September. So I'll be out of the office August 15. I'll see you October 1. If that's not okay with you, let me go. It's okay. I can quit. Oh, it's fun. Then again, those of you who are working from home, congratulations. You've always worked from home. You're never going back to the office. You told your boss, "Oh, you want me back at the office 5 days?" I'm sorry, I don't do that anymore. I'm now a consultant. I work for whatever company needs my assistance, but I work from home now. I don't commute anymore to and from the office. There you go. Darren, hey, I haven't seen you for a while. That beard, that's interesting. Janine, Bruce, please say hello to my friend Bob, who's watching you for the very first time from the Caribbean Princess. Well, how about that? The Caribbean Princess cruise ship. Welcome to the show. Hope you're enjoying yourself, and hope you're having a great cruise. There's nothing nicer, there's nothing finer than watching your favorite programs, trading options, and making money from wherever you are in the world, not from your house, not from your cubicle at work. Boy, I'll tell you, that's a nice feeling to be able to be building your wealth while you're enjoying yourself. Giddy up, kids. Nothing wrong with that action at all. Congratulations. Let's take one more look at the poll question results and thumbs ups. If you can find the thumbs up button for me, I would really, really appreciate it. 38 thumbs ups have come in on the vertical portion of the show. I appreciate that. We have 95 votes on the poll question. 29% of the folks answering the poll question is it the vertical or horizontal? I can't even tell you. They're saying to me, the vertical, 29% are saying the stock for GameStop will only reach $24. It'll get there, but 24. 27% are saying $26. 20% are saying it'll get to 30. 24% of you think it'll get to 35 a share. Over on the landscape mode, we have 138 answers now to the poll question. 138 responders here. That's very good. And 66 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Combine the thumbs ups. We're pushing 100 between the two performats. I appreciate that. Here we go. 139 votes. GameStop will break $24 by December the 9th. 43% think that's going to happen. Breaking $26 a share, 24%. Breaking $30 a share, 16%. Breaking 35 by December the 9th, 17%. So very few on the upper end. Most of you figure 24, 26 is about where this stock's going to go between now and December the 9th. Thank you for participating in that. And thank you also for about 110 combined thumbs ups now for both formats combined. I thank you very much for the thumbs up meter. If you can find it, nail it, hit it. Thank you very much. 71 now on the landscape mode, and on the horizontal mode, on the vertical mode, we've got, we were at 30 something. We're now at 44. So we're pushing 120, 125 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. Always trying to build that number. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Roberto, thank you for sharing success in this lousy economy. Is that a new chair you're sitting on behind you now? This is my Costco chair. I've had now for, what, a year and a half, 2 years, 2.5 years. I don't use it very often. Not here as often as I used to be. There you go. Jen and I are plotting a getaway for January. Yet again, down under. We're plotting a getaway down under to Australia, New Zealand. We'll let you know when we know what's happening. We're still planning it, working on a few side things. We'll let you know what's happening there. So I will be joining you from time to time from the road as we continue our travels. And hopefully we'll meet some of you in New Zealand, maybe meet some of you in Australia. That would be fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. We're 4 minutes away from opening the session today. We have a slight gain showing now on the futures market. The Dow up 54, S&P up about 9.5, NASDAQ 76. So, it's slightly green, but on some of our favorite stocks, we definitely have green showing. GameStop for sure, up 66 now at 22.29. It gained 57 cents on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. 57 cents. Got all the way up to 21.63. Got up to 21.83. We're now 22.29. We're beyond the high of the day from Wednesday. That's a very good technical indicator. Very good. And on SoFi, we're at 28.75 right now in the pre-market. We did hit 29.25 on Wednesday, so we've already broken 29. I think we're going to break it again. We're going to head for 30 plus on SoFi, no doubt in my mind. Don't know about today, but next week I think so. There you go. So there you have that. Let's take a look at some of our other favorites here. Just get a peek at what are we doing with 3 minutes to go. The Qs are up 213 at 616. Rocket Lab is up 59 cents at 42.52. MSTR strategy is up 780 to 183.48. It was up 345 on Wednesday. Super Microcomputer gained 35 on Wednesday. It's up 39 this morning, 33.22. It's dropped a long way, but it is inching up. AI, the C3 AI Inc., up 6 cents at 14.22. So writing cash secured puts on this 15, 14, 13, 12s, depending how far out you go, I would take premium off the table. If you're a long-termer, if you're thinking Jan 27s, I'd write 20s on those AI. Now, Tesla was up $7 on Wednesday. It's up 21 cents today. NVIDIA was up 244 Wednesday. It's down 128 this morning. Apple was up 57 cents Wednesday. It's down 24 at the moment. Amazon was down 51 on Wednesday, but it's up 233 right now. Google down 330 on Friday. It's up on Wednesday. It's now up 298 today. Meta Platforms, the old Facebook, down 261 on Wednesday. It's up 268 right now. Microsoft was up 850 on Wednesday. It's up 226 now. ASTS Space Mobile was just up a penny on Wednesday. It's up 112 right now, 126 now. And Unity down 11 on Wednesday. It's up 13 cents at 42. So some of them are kind of unchanged, wishy-washy. Today is only a half day, and so it's not going to be a barn burner. We might be busy for the first 2 hours, and then we'll piddle out, perhaps. But I wouldn't be surprised if GameStop and SoFi between today and next week both go higher. They are definitely on a roll, especially GameStop. GameStop was way oversold at 1993 last week Friday. Much too far. And on light volume, unbelievably quiet volume. So I'm looking forward to a continued move up on the GameStop shares. Thank you. Those of you who are subscribing to my channel, if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications every time I bring out a new video. Thank you again for those of you who have stepped up and become class takers. You've been grabbing lessons from my website, or you're taking advantage right now of the Black Friday offering that is available to you, where you can grab yourself classes for 150 bucks a piece rather than 200 each. Grab one, grab them all, up to you. Directions how to do it down below. If you need help, send me an email and I'll try to help you and guide you through the routine of how to grab these classes on sale for 25% off. You deserve it. You've earned it. And I thank you for taking the classes. Those of you who are grabbing classes, you are helping Jennifer and I economically. No question about it. We thank you. We're just trying to give back to you, give you as much ammo as we can to help you become a successful option writer. Thank you all for your participation. It's great to have you here. It's wonderful. We're ready to open, aren't we? I think so. I think we're going. Giddy up, baby. I love it. Good morning, all from Mandu number 5, Big Dog. What are your thoughts on Rocket Lab? Cindy, hey, Uncle B, free range. Take the classes, kids. Free range knows. Thank you all. We are open. We are trading now, and I thank you all for being part of the show and being part of my broadcast today. We're up 98 at the moment on the Dow as an early start to the session. We've got NASDAQ ahead about 76 points. The Qs are up 225. Spiders are up 158. SoFi's up about 27 cents, I think, at 28.76. And I see GameStop around 22, 12, 14, 16, something in that neighborhood. We're up about 50 some odd cents as we're moving a little higher right now. Lisa has hit the bells. Thank you, Lisa. Jam Ham, good morning. Number 83 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you for these thumbs ups, guys. You're giving my channel a little momentum here. I appreciate it. 217 people are watching. That's kind of typical for the opening. I appreciate that. Not live every day as I used to be anymore. It's coming once in a while to see you and say hi to you. But appreciate those of you who have been reaching out to me for one-on-one consultations through the holidays. Some of you want to do that. There'll be limited days available for that. If you want a one-on-one consultation, send me an email and we'll see when we can find the time to link up together, and we'll go over some strategies with you. We'll get your opinion. I'll get your opinion. You can get mine, and we'll figure out where you're at and where you're headed. DH is here. Good morning. Thank you, DH, for saying hi. Please say hi to us. Thank you for the thumbs ups, and keep it going. Let me know what you think about the poll question. Give me your opinion on that. Answer the poll question if you can. Let's get going. Looks like the NASDAQ and the Dow, the S&P, they're trying to run a 5-day winning streak. So what they're trying to do right now, if they close higher today, 5 up days in a row. I worry about tax loss selling That should be a thing next week. That should start becoming a thing. You're going to hear the term tax loss selling for the next 2 weeks. It starts next week. So we'll see how the markets react overall. But as option writers, easy money on the table here. Absolutely easy money. Lee Mortimer, good to see you again. Uncle B. Welcome, Lee, to the show. Thank you all. 73-point gain on the Dow, 98, 97 on NASDAQ. Cheers to all of you. There we go. SoFi up 20, Gamestop up about 49, AI up 9, Rocket Lab up 22. Rocket Lab has become a darling of Wall Street. Rocket Lab is treated royally by the analysts on Wall Street. They love it. It's a company that is much smaller than SpaceX. It's public. It's a free trading stock. It's a company that can raise $1 billion anytime they need it. They've got an open door policy with Wall Street. Come on in anytime you need money. They've got a back order of satellite launches, a mile long. They're developing new systems, launching more frequently every year, setting records. The stock will go higher. That's my opinion. It's been higher. You know that if you're following Rocket Lab. It's at 42 right now. It's hit 73.97 this year. Too much. It went too high, too fast. But I don't think there's much downside here. I think there's only upside. 50 to 60 a share would not surprise me in the next few months at all. Not in the slightest. Rocket Lab. Palantir 167.59. The high for the year on Palantir was 207.52. This is a little more reasonable. Still a very expensive stock compared to its PE multiple, but the company is growing leaps and bounds. ASTS, I really like this stock. I like the fact that they're cash rich, debt poor, can raise a bunch of dough, are in the right business with the right partners. It's a $56 stock. It did hit a high of 102.79. That was too much. Right here, not overpriced now. Back to the 70s, 80s would not shock me this coming year. Not at all. Way to go, ASTS. Microsoft up 313, Apple down 54, Nvidia down 146, Google up 540, Tesla up 490, Amazon up 190, Meta up 480. Netflix did a split, trading at 107, up 94 cents. Broadcom at 400 a share, up 324. IBM at 305, 305 a share, up 171. The 52-week low was 214. The 52-week high, 324.90. Trading up 36 times earnings. When is the last time IBM traded this high? A long, long time ago. This stock had been trading at 10 to 15 times earnings for decades. Now it's at 36 times earnings. It might be a little expensive for good old IBM, but hey, it is what it is. Hims and Hers Health, 38.88 of 47. MSTR, that's Strategy Inc. That's what they like to call themselves now. 182.35 up 671. That has been a lot higher in the last year. 457 for the year high. It's come a long way down. 166 is the low. 182 here with the Bitcoin around 90-something thousand, whatever that is. Interesting story. Thank you all for being here. Where are you, HG wants to H. Gregory, Calgary? Souza, I don't know what that means. RB, I think I'm finally getting holders of MSTR I know to be potential option writers. I've told them they should write calls on the MSTR 6 months ago. Now they see how much money they would have made fall of the stock. There you go, RB. I told them buy your videos. You can lead a horse to water, but I can tell you, from personal experience, many of you've tried, you've all tried to get friends, brothers, sisters, moms, dads, uncles, cousins, co-workers, golf buddies, bowling friends, anyone. You've tried to get them the right options. You've tried to talk to them about doing what you do. And I bet you 1 in 100 have been successful to get one person to do it. It takes a certain kind of mentality to become an option writer. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have many of you who are option writers have dear, dear personal friends that will never write options. They ask you all the time about it. They wonder how you doing. Are you making money? I noticed you quit your job 6 months ago. Is it still working out for you? Like as if that isn't working out for you. They'll never do it. You've tried every trick in the book. It won't happen. I understand. I know. I know. You have no idea how many people write me private emails and ask me, hey, what classes should I take to do this or to do that and to do that? And I write them back and say, you really should take them all. However, class number so-and-so covers this topic. Class so-and-so will cover that topic. And they still don't buy the class. It's normal. As a stockbroker and a branch manager of stockbrokers over the decades back in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, 1% of investors would be interested in writing options. It is unbelievable how few do it. The institutions out there, they write options. The pension funds, the hedge funds, the mutual funds, the private hedge funds that fly in private jets all around the world, the big time players, yeah, they are all option writers, big time, and they help clients with liquidity. There are firms out there that will write options for their customers because their customers want to gamble on a trade, and so the firm is the writer of the, and who wins? The firm almost always wins. It's unbelievable. And there it is. That's the name of the game. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So those of you who are option writers, there are 206 of you here. I bet you 180 of you are option writers. You know what? You know how you're doing. You know how you've done in the last year. You know the turnaround that you've had in your economic performance from before you wrote options to when you began to write options and now down the road writing options months and years later. There's a reason you're always with us. You're making money. It's not like you're losing money and you're trying to figure out the secret. You know what the secret is? Write options and let the gamblers take all the risk. There it is. Kind of simple, isn't it? Yet, as simple as it sounds and as simple as it really is, 1 in 100 will be an option writer. So 200 of you are here as option writers or potential option writers. 100 times that number should be here. There should be over 20,000 of you here right now. There are 200 here. That's the reality of the situation. It is what it is. Anyway, I do what I can. I do what I can. Jeff is saying, with a correction, Black Friday will be Red Friday. A dead cat bounce all this week was what he was thinking. Well, we'll see what happens coming up next week, how it works out. We're up 107 on the Dow. We're up 56, 57 on NASDAQ. SoFi's up 15 cents. Look at the GameStop now, up 91. 22.53, 22.55. That is a high trade of the day range. 22.55 is the high of the day. GameStop is on a move, and I think it continues because the earnings come out on the 9th of December. They will blow away last year's number. They will completely transform the outlook of GameStop for those who bother to investigate it. But I can tell you right now, guys, as much as you're watching GameStop and you're cheering it on, 99 out of 100 investors out there don't know a thing about it. They don't know anything about how well GameStop is actually doing economically. They think it's a dead stock. They think it's a dead blockbuster company. And that's why the shares will go even higher, faster, once the word is out, because there will be so many people caught off guard. Many out there who used to follow it, haven't followed it in a while, will hear about GameStop on the 9th and 10th and 11th of December. They'll hear about it for the first time in a while, and they'll go, "Oh my God, I didn't know this turnaround was so dramatic. I had no idea." And any late bloomers who want to come into GameStop, they'll be paying 35 because they figure it's going to go to 45. And you know what? They'll be right. They will be correct. It will go to 45. And when it reaches 45 and the year-end financials come out in February, March, it'll go to 55 and 65. Yes, it will. But, you know what it's like out there for GameStop. There's so many skeptics. It's unbelievable. Lisa, 2 weeks ago, I bought GameStop $24 calls that expired today. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh. You're a gambler with some of that dough of yours. There you go. 22.52 up 89. You need a little more, unfortunately. But those of you who have written $25 cash secured puts like Jen and I, we wrote January 2026 expiry $25 cash secured puts on GameStop. Those cash secured puts have lost 89 cents value this morning in book value alone. Plus yesterday's expiry, the holiday yesterday, tomorrow expiry, time depreciation, Sunday time depreciation. We'll open up Monday. If the stock's at 22.50, those contracts will be 320, 330 maybe. They were 550 a week ago. Oh my, easy money. This stock's going higher. Those contracts are going to zero. Jamham, I have 4 $30 GameStop cash secured puts for January, 541 premium. I'm just folding my arms. Lisa, yes, my June 2026 $20 cash secured puts on GameStop. They're doing very nicely right now. Down they go. They're out of the money. They were in the money last week by 7 cents. They're now out of the money by 252. They're falling off the table. They're going to fall off the table. Oh, don't you just love this game? Isn't this fun? I like this game. I love it being an option writer and just watching contracts depreciate out. They just completely collapse. They lose all book value. They start losing time value. It's just a combination that just kills these things. And down go the markets. My, oh my, oh my. Jan 16 expiry. My goodness. My 25s are showing on Market Watch a 340 bid now. Last trade was 420, probably on Wednesday. They're now 340 on the bid. The $23 puts are 210 bid. They used to trade at 260. The $20 puts that expire in January, they're 84 cents bid. They last traded at 93 today, and they were 101 on Wednesday. So they're now 84 cents bid. So these are collapsing because they're out of the money. My goodness. The 30s were 965 last trade. They're 775 bid. Oh my God. That's almost a $2 dump on the 30s. Is that a sweet thing to see or what? Oh, I love it. I just love this. I like this game. Way to go, kids. 22.53 on GameStop. The high of the day, 22.56. Giddy up, I say. The volume on GameStop is 1.8 million, which also should tell you something, that with only 1.8 million volume, the stock is up almost $1. There's nothing for sale, kids. The sellers are gone. They blew out last week. They're all gone. They're gone. That's it. Now the stock could go up another $1 a day, 5 days in a row. She could go to $28 next week. No problem. RB, hey, I'm off. Good to see you on my screen today, Bruce. Talk about the stock where it all started. Brandon, small fear in the back of my head is that if Epstein files actually come out, they could make everyone lose faith in our institutions and call us. No, not going to happen. Not going to happen. No. It's just, it's tabloid stuff, not institutional threats at all. There you go. Wouldn't worry about that at all. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. GameStop trying to go up 90 cents right now. Isn't that wonderful? It's up 97, GameStop. 22.60 right now. Those options are dropping. Those cash secured puts that all you written on GameStop are falling out of bed. It's not too late to even write them today. It's not too late. Oh my God. I couldn't help myself, says Aaron. Just bought 320 more shares of GameStop. There you go. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. SoFi is up 43 now to 28.92. We're going through 29 a share on SoFi. 22.56 to 22.60 odd on your GameStop. The high of the day now, 22.60. There's nothing for sale. It's all been taken out. AI is up 23. Rocket Lab up 53. Palantir up $1.50. ASTS up 120. Microsoft up 466. All moving green. More green than red right now is what I see going on. Meta up 760. MSD are up 660. Some nice gains here. Coinbase up 10.50 a share. Giddy up. What can I tell you? There's some moves. Eli Lilly down $35. Drug-related issues there, but that's typical for Eli Lilly. It moves up and down like that all the time. Goldman up 670. Who else is moving here? Carvana up $8. There you go. Yeah, all kinds of activity going on right now. Up 97 cents on your GameStop shares. Up 97 cents, 22.60. The high of the day on GameStop. This is pushing now another high, 22.61. High of the day on GameStop. There's nothing to stop the stock from going to 23 today. There's nothing for sale. Any kind of buying power is going to move it higher. The shorters are losing money. They're getting whacked. They were down to 19.93 last week. They thought they were so smart. Now they are down 260 a share, 270 a share in just 4.5 trading days. Yeah, it's going to be ugly for those guys. It's going to be great. I like it. Lisa, yeah, those GameStop October 26, $32 warrants are up 7%. Sharon, hi there, Bruce and Jen. Hello, Sharon. Welcome from central New Jersey. We got snow falling all night last night. It's falling right now. I can barely see across the street. The snow is falling here like crazy. We got probably 5-6 inches coming down today. In Calgary, a lot of powder in the mountains to go skiing in. So the ski operators are happy. I'm staying indoors. What can I say? Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you again, all of you who have been coming around and hitting the thumbs up button for me and answering the poll question of the day. The poll question, we've got 192 responders on my show here. I think this is the horizontal layout of my show. 99 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. That's beautiful. On the poll question, the question is GameStop will break $24, $26, $30, $35 a share by the 9th of December because of the earnings that are coming out. 39% of you guys answering this poll question, think $24 is about as high as it's going to get. No higher than 26. 24% of you think 26 at least, no more than 30 though. 18% think at least $30, but not 35. And 20%, 1 in 5 of you think, oh no, Bruce, the stock in the next week and a half, it's going to break 35 a share. Look at that. That's pretty good. On the vertical show, where I have 45 thumbs ups, by the way, last time I saw. Thank you, everybody. 49 now is the number of thumbs ups. Much appreciated. On the poll question, 112 responders. Of the 112, 30% think 24 to 26 is about where you're going to get to on GameStop by December the 9th. 25% figure 26 to 30. 19% think 30 to 35. 26% think over 35 a share. How about that? Very interesting. Thank you for coming through. That's over 300 responders on the poll question, and we've got 100 and what was that, 150 now on the yeah, we're pushing 150 thumbs ups today. Thank you, everybody, so much. I know for some of you, you cannot give me a thumbs up. Your device won't allow it. You want to give me a thumbs up, but you can't. I get it. 105 now on the landscape version. Thank you very much. Over 320 responders for the poll question. Nice going. How you doing on your contracts, kids? Are you making money out there? Drosco, hey there. I just sold a January 2026 expiry, $22, $24. I just wrote a put credit spread. Got a $1.26 each for a $2 spread. 20 contracts. That is a phenomenal return. That is incredibly good. Very well done. 63% return on your money. The stock stays up over 22 and goes beyond 24. You're laughing. You're just laughing. Nice going on GameStop. Hamilton vertical, Bruce. If GameStop keeps going up, how long does it take to execute my GameStop warrants? You just sit back on those warrants. They're good until next October. No rush. This stock's going to be into the 40s by the time you have to worry about that. And you might just sell them for $4, $5, $6 each. You might get $7, $8 for them and just take a profit. You might do that. I don't know. You decide what you're going to do with them. But we're going higher. GameStop, in my opinion, stock going higher. SoFi now $28.88. We're 12 cents away from $29. The Dow's up 139, climbing again. NASDAQ up 72, climbing again. We've got S&P up 16 points. Oil up 56 cents at 59.21. That's where we're at on oil today. Giddy up, you guys. We got waves of buying coming in here early in the morning on a shortened day. We're only open till 1 o'clock today, Eastern time. And Bobby Atkinson says, I started a Rivian $15 cash secured put. $350 is what they're paying me. Good till Jan 27th. So the higher Rivian goes, the cheaper those puts get. Way to go, Bobby. Making money, taking money away. There you have it. Very interesting, kids. 22.51 on GameStop. The high today has been around 22, I think 22.61. Yeah, about a dime away from the high of the day. It's holding in there very well. I like it. SoFi 28.94. SoFi ready to break 29 at any moment. At any moment, SoFi goes into the 29s. Like it did on Wednesday, it broke it. It'll do it again, and it'll go higher. Giddy up, guys. Well done, each and every one of you. Thank you again for those of you who have come through to grab some classes. They are on sale. The Black Friday deal is on. $150 a class. You can buy one, you can buy two, you can buy 7, you can buy 11, you can buy them all. $150 a piece. Make your payment to paypal.com. The details are down below. Send me an email and tell me what you'd like me to do. You're going to say to me, Bruce, I just sent you $1,500 US. Would you mind sending me the first 10 classes, please? I want to get a real good start between now and the end of the year on taking these classes. I have decided that your classes are like a college course that I should have been able to take when I went to college. They didn't offer it. I'm going to watch your classes, the first 10 classes between now and the end of the year, and I'm going to learn how to write options. I am going to become one of the 196 people up here. I don't think you see that, but you might see how many people are watching down there. I want to be one of the winners. I want to be a winner and write options. I want to take these premiums that these other viewers of yours are taking off the table. I can't believe how much money people are getting for writing options. I just can't believe it. I love this game. I definitely want in. Well, folks, welcome to the party, pal. Grab yourself some cash secured put income from SoFi, from GameStop, AI, ASTS, whatever stock you want. Write call or put credit spreads on NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, whatever you want. You can write $5 credit spreads, $500. That's all you need. $500 to write a $5 credit spread on NVIDIA. You want to buy 100 shares of NVIDIA to write a call option? You're going to need 17 grand, $170 a share. $500 you can do credit spreads. $5 grand you can do 10 credit spreads at $5 each on NVIDIA. You want to learn how to do that? There's a lesson for that, and more than one, as a matter of fact. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party. Not many channels out there on YouTube talking about writing options as a specialty. Everyone else out there talks about gambling. Even the Nigerian brothers, they talk about the hot stock of the day and following option trades and just trying to gamble on a win. Scary as hell. They talk about protecting yourself by putting in stop loss orders. Do you know that a stop loss order is a recipe for a disaster? If you put in a stop loss order, you have no idea how much money you can lose when you use that strategy. Look, I'm just a guy in front of a computer that happens to have a camera. And I'm telling you, you want to be the gambler, then buy options. You want to be the casino and win this game, write options. And you want to learn how to write options? 19 lessons. They're on sale right now. I can't make it any plainer than that. It's just not any plainer than that. What can I say? Just trying to help you make a living. Nothing personal. I just want you to get rich. Nothing personal. Thank you all so much for being here. Listen, I have one more question for you. Before I shut this down, two things I want you to tell me, if you don't mind. One, what percentage return are you sitting on for 2025 on your investments since you've been writing options? Have you been writing options all this year? How much up are you on a percentage basis? You don't have to tell us dollar amounts. Just let me know. Percentage-wise, my account is up. My RRSP is up. My IRA is up. My 401k is up. My margin account is up. My cash account, whatever you're doing from writing options. Second question, where are you watching me from right now? Where are you, and is it snowing where you are? Let me know. As we shut this show down in the next 15 minutes, I'd love to know, where are you and how are you doing? How are you doing as an option writer? I'd love to hear. Pick home, 200%. I'm up 200% at least on my account. There you go. Look, you got a $10,000 account and you've doubled it. It's a $20,000 account. You've done a $20,000 account and tripled it. It's a $60,000 account. Hey, you got $500,000 and you've added 15%. You made 75 grand this year. Tell me, how you doing? Ferndale, Michigan. My return on options this past year, 25.25%. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Richard Carlin, I'm up 50.1% for the year to date. Kill there, 90% return. I'm up 90%. Take the classes, guys. Learn how to do that. At least I'm up 45% year to date. London, 12 degrees Celsius is where I am. Rock and roll. My 401k, 14% higher. Spencer, hello from Red Deer, Alberta. Welcome, Spencer Knight. Is it snowing where you are? It's snowing here. DH, 40 to 50% across multiple accounts. I'm up on everything. Every account, I'm making money. Guys, these folks, they're just regular people like you. They're just like anyone else. A lot of my viewers are what we call middle-class people, and they have been making some serious money here. Compared to years before they learned how to do options, their 401ks were making 3%, 4%, 6% a year. There were folks who joined me in the last 4 years who used to have all their money tied up with their employers in those investment plans, those savings plans, getting pathetic returns, even losing money. They have changed everything. People have taken their money out of their employer plans if they can to self-manage. Oh my gosh. DH, I'm 2 hours south of Chicago. Snow on Saturday. Eddie Martin, Nebraska. Not snowing, but it's 20 degrees out. Jeff Glass, October 29. On October 29, I was sitting at 49% year to date. I'd fallen to 15% on this recent dip. Now I'm back up to 30%. Markets are coming on again. Spencer, 11 below Celsius, light snow covering the ground right now in Red Deer, Alberta, halfway between Calgary and Edmonton. Thank you, Spence. Appreciate it. B, the casino, Cincinnati IRA is up 129% in 7 months. The Roth IRA is up 64% in a year. If you can generate this kind of return year in and year out, you are going to retire very, very well. And many of you out there, if you can bring in 40 to 60% returns on your margin accounts, you're going to build wealth outside of retirement accounts, on top of the retirement accounts, to allow you to quit your job 10 years earlier than you ever dreamt possible, if not more. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. These people are real. Richard, hey, thumbs ups. Thanks, buddy. Brandon, thanks, Uncle Bruce. You are my favorite boomer, one of the only ones helping out the next generation instead of gatekeeping. Snowed yesterday on Thanksgiving. Giddy up, everybody. Josco, 90%. I'm up 90%, and I'm in Glasgow. Boy, I'll tell you, when I hear from someone in the UK and they tell me how well they're doing, and they're in the UK with all the problems that the UK is having, I am so grateful, relieved, and happy to see these kinds of numbers. This is fabulous. Folks of mine from London, Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, Edinburgh, from Cork, from Dublin, wherever you are in Ireland, from the Northern Ireland, whether you're watching me from anywhere in Europe, if you're making nice, healthy returns, you are ahead of 90% of your countrymen. Love it. I just love this. Cannon Fodder, Nashville, Tennessee, buddy. That's where I'm watching you from. Tell me, people, how are you doing on your option writing accounts? Are you making money? Tell the rest of the world out there who's skeptical as hell that you're making money. And how did you do it? You took lessons, didn't you? Most likely you took my lessons. You've been here for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 3 months, 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is, and you're making money writing options because of the classes. They're on sale for those skeptics out there. I don't know how much easier I can make this. It's just available. GameStop is $22.31. You could write right now $25 call options. Sorry, you can write $25 cash secured puts right now on GameStop that expire January the 16th and bring in a nice little piece of cash. Even 3 something is 15% return for a 7-week contract. Shares break 25 a share between now and the end of January. Contracts are worthless. Keep all 15% in 7 weeks. There's a starter. You want to go a little longer out? Write January 2027 expiry, $25 GameStop cash secured puts. I bet you can get your hands on $4 or $5 a piece for those. That would be what, 20% return on your money? 25%, 23%? Do the math, people. Easy peasy money. SoFi contracts. Oh my God. SoFi cash secured puts have made millions for my viewers. Millions of dollars have been made by my channel's viewers on SoFi. We're $29.05 right now on your SoFi. Oh my God. Do you remember writing $10 cash secured puts on SoFi a year and a half ago? And then you wrote 12s, and then you went out and you gambled and wrote $15 cash secured puts, and you were nervous. Then you wrote 20s. You remember writing $25 cash secured puts on SoFi that would expire in 2026, 2027? People are now writing 30, 35s, and $40 cash secured puts on SoFi and taking gobs of money off the table. Gobs of it. It's incredible. All from the lessons. Unbelievable. B. Blake, I'm up 29% in my IRA, and I started in July. Not an uncommon story here whatsoever. Brand new rookies are making this kind of money, let alone my seasoned veterans. My God. Spencer, I'm a welder that is looking to make money, brand new to the stock market, but seem to be doing well. I can easily see how the more money you have, the more money you make. Well, the more knowledge you get, the more money you'll make and the less money you'll lose, because you need knowledge to not lose money. It's easy to make money from time to time. It's hanging on to it and growing it. Knowledge is the key. 19 lessons are waiting for you. Wide open, 150 US a class. Chump change for the amount of money you can make here. Unbelievable. Eddie Martin, let's go SoFi. John, 32 degrees with a trace of snow here. The south shore of Lake Erie in Mentor, Ohio. I got viewers from everywhere, all over the place. Little towns, big cities, countries around the world. Option writers, you are a special breed of investor. You are such a rare duck in the world of the markets. Most market participants are gamblers and they're hopers. They hope for wins. They hope a stock goes up. They hope their ETF does well. They hope they're going to make money. Option writers are ruthless, cutthroat winners. They write options knowing this sucker is worthless. This contract is worth nothing. I'm taking the money off the table. I'm taking 29% right now. I'm taking 50% right now. I'm taking 70% right now off the table. I'm not stupid. I'm taking the money. Jam Ham, I just wrote 5 $24 GameStop cash secured puts that expire Jan 16th, 2026. They gave me $289 a share. $289 a contract times 5 contracts. That's what's that? Almost $1,500, $1,400 for January 16th. On 24th, the GameStop is $22.60. These contracts are worth $1.40, $1.60 in value. Excuse me, they're worth $1.60. He took $289 off the table. That's almost $1.40 in profit. Now the shares go to $24 by the 3rd Friday of January. These contracts have zero value. They will expire for nothing. He'll keep all $289. Jam Ham knows what Jam Ham needs to do. I bit the bullet and I bought all of Uncle Bruce's classes October 2024. I watched and learned. I'm up 48% since I started option writing in my margin account. Classes are worth every penny. The best thing about these classes, you can rewatch them anytime you want. You can watch them 20 times over. You've got them in your computer. You can watch them again and again and again. Classes have paid for themselves many times over. I get this all the time. It's true. Jeff Glass, I started with you last September 2024. And the first options I wrote were $7 SoFi and $6.50 Rocket Lab cash secured puts. I have made a big share of my money on SoFi cash secured, but I can imagine. I know that I talked to my viewers when the shares were about $13 to $17, and I told them, sell your SoFi right now at 13, 14, 15, 16, and write $20 cash secured puts that die Jan 26. And then I told you to roll them into 23s, 25s, roll them out to 2027s, and you guys have made nothing but gobs of money. Unbelievable. Leader says he never shipped my order. I have no idea what you're talking about. Again, I have no idea. Sign. I'm nervous to do cash covered calls and secured puts. Never have. Anyone who's taken courses, please tell me for the most inept trader. Oh my goodness. Cash secured puts are such a conservative strategy, especially when you write out of the money cash secured puts. Oh my gosh. Lesson number 7. That's all you need to buy. Charlie sold another $25 Jan 16 GameStop put. I got $355 for it. That contract was $550 a week ago. It's now $355. Why is it down to $355? Because the stock is up to $22.40, $22.50. This contract is losing value. It's only worth $250, $260 a contract, and it dies in 7 weeks. Charlie is going to make money on this. Alisa, September 2027. GameStop, $23 cash secured puts are going for $671. So you put up $2,300 in cash, and you collect $671 in cash right now, today. on that money. So now you're sitting on $2,971. 671 is someone else's money. 2,300 is your money. You can earn interest on all that money if you have a Fidelity account while you're sitting on it. You get paid interest to wait to win. That contract is worth 50 cents. That contract is worth 50 cents. That's all it's worth. 621 of that contract is time depreciation. That's what that thing is. Now, if the shares want to go up $1 from here to 23.50, that contract is worthless. It is 50 cents out of the money, has no value other than time. A $1 move in the market, that contract will drop 60, 65 cents. A $2 move higher in the stock in the next month to 24.50, that contract will lose $1.50 or so. It'll be down to 5.20. You'll already be up $1.20 a contract with a $2 move from here. That's a nice little return on your money without even doing anything. Oh my goodness, it's so easy. Jeff, I got $1.21 for December 2026 expiry, $27 SoFi cash secured puts this morning. I try to write one a month out every week. There you go. Here you go. 121 for a 27. That cash secured put is worthless. The stock's 29.08. SoFi is 29.08. This is a $27 contract. It has no value. He got a 121 for a contract that dies on the 26th. Merry freaking Christmas. $121 for one contract. Now think about this. If Jeff Glass would write 5 of these, just in theory, any of you want to write 5 of those contracts, you're going to need 2,700 times 5. You're going to need $13,500. You'll bring in $600 cash for December 26th. This is November 28th. Okay, you're going to get $600 on your 13 grand, 5% on your money, for a month, 1 month. Okay, now that's $600 with the sale right now. This Black Friday sale that's going on pays for 4 lessons. And in between now and the 26th of December, you know what Jeff is going to do? He's going to buy this contract back if he wishes to. He might pay a quarter for it. He'll write a January contract then for another $1.20 something. He'll do it again. And then he'll do one in February. And he'll do one in March. And he'll 60% a year in his money. There you go. Spiritual, I'm brand new, but what platform do I buy on? You can go to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. You can see all the lessons there. But if you want this deal, okay, look down below on the description under this video. It tells you how to do it. Just make a donation to the PayPal account there. Send me an email. Again, it tells you how to do it. I'll send you lessons. Start with lesson number 1 right now. Spiritual. Get your first 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 classes. Buy them on sale, and put some muscle behind your determination. Grab 10 of them for $1,500, and you're motivated to watch them. You buy one for $150, you might watch it a bit. You might not. You buy 10 of them, you're going to watch them because you got 1,500 reasons to get your money out of this thing. You'll be writing in no time. In no time. Lisa, $6.29 premium for September 27. GameStop, $23 cash secured put. Oh my God. Jeff, that should have been a 12, 26, 25 SoFi cash secured put, not 26. Oh my goodness. That is expiring this month. DH, Jan 26 cash secured put on SoFi, $30, 7 of them. Currently I'm up 20%. The move now, fold my arms and let them die. Beautiful job. Beautiful. GameStop 2241, SoFi 2903. The Dow's up 221. We're going up. Oh my gosh. Spiritual, I got zero knowledge of option trading, but I am so willing to learn because I want to stop. I want to start learning maybe. Start with the first 10 lessons immediately. Get on it. Jeff, I just follow SoFi up and down. Currently I have a $28 for next Friday. I got a $27 for next week. I got a 26 and probably a GameStop 27 I wrote this morning. I just write them out and they die. I won't be sad if I'm assigned shares. I'll just start writing calls when I get that happening. Lessons are available, how to learn to do all of this. Start with number 1 and move your way up. Guys, I appreciate you letting the world know how much money you're making. Percentage return on your accounts by writing options. I really thank you for doing that, because again, I can talk all I want, but most of the people go, he's just trying to sell me something. You are the ones who convince others to become option writers. That's how you do it. I thank you so much. John Ham, I just, one of those GameStop cash secured puts, I just wrote pace for 2 classes. There you go. Santa is back, baby. There you go. Sky high kite. Yes, $150 a class is so easy to pay for when you write options. You write a $5 contract, buy it back at $1, you make $400 a contract. 10 of those is $4,000. You can't spend $4,000 on every single one of my classes. You can't do it. Now, if you can bring in $4,000 every 3 months, you're bringing in $12,000 a year for the rest of your life if you don't reinvest the money. So 10 years at $12,000 a year, you're making $120,000. You can only spend $2,850 taking all my classes. You can't spend any more than that on sale. So yeah, you'll get your money back and more. And when you buy 10 or all of them, you buy them all, you are motivated to now write. There's the burr under your butt to get you going. I cannot tell you how many hundreds of times I've had this happen, or not thousands now, I'm sure thousands, where viewers have told me, I spent $600 and bought 3 of your classes for $200 each. I spent $1,500 and bought 10 of them. I've already made $20,000 back in 6 months. I've already made $20,000 writing options in 6 months. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I knew about you 2 years ago. I knew you were doing classes last year, the year before, and I didn't write any. I just kind of I finally got around to it. And now I'm going, what's wrong with me? What's the matter with me, man? I could have been doing this for the last 3 years. I could be up $150,000 in my retirement account. My employer is threatening layoffs in the office. We're talking about AI eliminating us from further participation. I've got to get my act together and take care of myself. My insurance premiums for healthcare are going up $500 a month next year. I need cash flow. Why haven't I been writing options? What's wrong with me? I don't know. You're one of 99 percentile. You're part of the 99 percentile that doesn't write stock options. That's all I can tell you. You may want to try writing options like 1 time or 2 times. Or give it like a 6-month experiment. Why don't you open up a practice account for nothing? Open up a practice account and write options in a practice account with Fidelity, with any of these guys, Webull and Tasty Trade, and any of the firms out there. They'll all let you do a practice account. Try it for 3 months. Try and write options for 3 months. See what happens. And then try 3 contracts yourself, where you write 3 $25 cash secured puts. You need $7,500. Ooh, I'm risking everything I have. $7,500, and bring in $500 a contract, $1,500, which is 20% on your cash. Try that for 3 months, and now see if that's worth your while. Is it worth your while making 15% on your money every 3 months? 4 times a year, 60% a year. I don't know. You got to decide for yourself. Do you want to win or not? Do you want to try to win or not? Are you going to give it a shot to win? Or are you happy just meandering along and wondering why there are people who have billions and millions and you don't? You can complain all you want. It's okay. Or get off your duff and do it. Only you can do it. No one else. I'm just a guy in front of a computer desperately trying to get you into the win side column, desperately, because the more you win, the more I win. You make, those of you who win and make money, you send me donations. There are people here who think nothing of sending me a $50 donation because of how much money they made on their option writing this week, let alone this year. There are people out there who've made donations to Jennifer and I on a constant basis, constantly saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for showing us the way. You've changed my life. My wife and I will be forever grateful, because you cannot believe the financial straits we were in before we found you and before we learned how to do it. And when we first bought option classes, those lessons of yours, we were broke. We had like $3,000, and we bought 2 classes of yours, and we started writing options right after we watched the second class, and we immediately got our class money back. And then we started making more money than the classes cost. And so we began to buy classes and write and buy classes and write and buy classes. And we're just building and building and building our wealth. Trajectory is completely different than it was before. I'm just a guy in front of a computer doing the best I can with what I got. All right, I got to go. I'm repeating myself too much. One, knee, exactly right. Don't forget the Knights of Knee. Honor the Knights of Knee. They're the power behind this market. Thank you all so much for everything. Really appreciate it. Can you clarify which this is for cash covered calls and secured puts? Cash covered calls don't exist. It's covered call writing. Lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. Cash secured puts, lesson number 7 to get you started. That's where you want to go. 1, 2, and 7 at the minimum is what you want to be doing. If you don't do that, I can't help you. I've done everything I can do. Say hi to Auntie Jen. You got it. I'll let Auntie Jen, you let her know you were all here. Thank you. Thank you, SGN. Good luck to you. I want you to get rich. I really do. I cannot tell you how gratifying it is after a few months of time where I get an email from someone who says, I knew nothing about options, found you, was told about you, I watched you for a while, I took some classes, I started writing, I've made 40% on money in 3 months. I got all my money back on my classes, and I'll be writing for the rest of my life. Uncle Bruce, you have no idea what you've done. I do have an idea. I've been told this many a time. I desperately try to convince others, just like you do. And 1 in 100 step up to the plate. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Thank you, everybody. Jam ham. Neat. Thank you, all of you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of this long weekend out there. If you're watching on the rerun, give us a thumbs up. If you get the poll question popping up, answer it if you can. Help us out. Thank you again for your wonderful support and kind words. John talks. Uncle Bruce, I can't say enough good things about what I've learned from you. Been watching since 2000 and learned options. Lost my job in January this year. 30 plus years in sales. Left the UK. Oh, man, John, this is huge. Thank you for all you do. And thank you for sharing this with everybody. Like I said, unsolicited. I mean, I do beg you guys to tell everyone else how you're doing. This kind of a message right here, everything is so incredible. I'm now living in Malaysia off of options. I love it. You can fly in and out of Kuala Lumpur. You can go to Singapore, fly in and out of there. Enjoy the Orient. Oh my God! What a life change! Just wow! It's incredible. I have 30-somethings who have not worked for 30 years. They're only 30-year-old kids, 35-year-old kids, who only worked for 4 or 5 years and started writing options, and within a year quit their day jobs and are never going back. They're 35 years old and they're self-employed now for the rest of their adult lives. Think about that. From age 35 to 85, for 50 years, they will never work for anyone but doing this. Wow, that's the game changer. Hello, Uncle B from Young and John. Yep, thank you. Right on, John. This is so cool, man. This is so cool. The thing too about doing this, I have had viewers who've said to me, "I've left the UK, I've left Canada, I have left the United States. I'm living in Thailand. I'm living in Malaysia. I'm living in Bali. I'm wherever, and my quality of life is better than I have ever had. I have the best healthcare you could possibly imagine. Healthcare in Malaysia is incredible. The pricing for healthcare in Malaysia will make you cry if you're an American. You cannot believe it, how cheap it is and how great it is. I got viewers who telling me, man, Bruce, I've never looking back. I go back to the U.S. to visit friends, and then I leave. I can't wait to leave again. I'm out of there in 2 weeks, and I'm back to where I want to be, man. This is so great. Okay, Trey, I'm late to the stream. Are you still bullish on GameStop warrants or as a deep value play? Love GameStop long-term, right cash secured puts. That's all you need to do, or right put credit spreads behind the market. That's all you need to do. GameStop, man, going to make you a lot of money this year. Just a guy in front of the computer, 29.12 on your SoFi. Look at that SoFi go. We're up 63. We're up 80 on GameStop. We've already hit 22.61, I think, and I think we can go even higher on GameStop. We might see 20. We might see 23 today. That can happen, but it's a short day, so I'm not going to put too much pressure on it. I'm very happy with what we've got, even if we hold half of these gains. But next week on SoFi and GameStop, we're going higher. I'm pretty sure we're going higher. GameStop, those earnings are going to come out. Going to be huge. They're going to be shockingly good. Shockingly good. Man, it's going to be great. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. There you go. I wrote some a little while ago. Don't worry about getting antsy. You're going to get rich next week. It's already happening now. From 1993 last Friday to 2244 already. You're going to do just fine. They're going higher, buddy. They're going a lot higher. All right, kids, this is it for me. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Much appreciated. Have a great rest of your Thanksgiving break in America. The rest of the world, enjoy the weekend coming up. In Canada, stay warm. In Calgary, watch out for that snow. We'll see you next time, everybody. Walter, thanks, buddy. You take care, buddy. Thank you again for all your shout-outs and hellos. Much appreciated. Dow's up 278, kids. And SoFi up 64 to 29.13. And GameStop pushing 22.50 again. Giddy up. Bye from Switzerland. Love it, baby. Love it. Switzerland. You got to love that. All right, guys. Talk to you next time. Bye for now.